From the KATC Weatherland, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, another day in the 90s, but those days are limited with a series of frontal boundaries on the way Thursday, Friday, and by the weekend, we're talking highs in the 70s and lows. Well, we'll show you that just coming up in just a bit. First off, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the drone shot out there. And we got beautiful clouds out there. Nice mix today. Cumulus, some cumulus congestus trying to form. Some high-level cirrus clouds out there as well. Tropical sky indeed. And as you go farther to the west, the clouds were actually thicker because there's been rain and storms across southeast Texas. But we've been enjoying a mostly sunny day. Temperatures lower 90s and that heat index up to 103 this afternoon. So let's kick it upstairs and take a look at the satellite imagery. Here comes our next weather maker. It's producing the threat of severe weather across the high plains up through the upper Midwest and across West Texas from about the Alpine Big Bend area on up through the Midland, Odessa area. Some severe thunderstorm warnings going on there. And then back to the north and west, it's snow. And eventually we're going to see a series of fronts pushing on through. One that's going to create the environment for maybe a few showers and storms. The second one, that's going to have the cooler air. Coastal flood advisory once again for the coastal parishes for tides. They're about 1 to 1.5 feet above normal due to the breezy east to southeast winds, and that's going to continue for tomorrow. Those winds will abate as we head into Thursday. As we dial into the local Doppler radars, you can see where all the rain and storms have been at this afternoon across from Huntsville down through the Houston Metroplex. Again, some locally heavy rainfall, some localized flash flooding possible. Same down toward Galveston and just southwest of Galveston, and then you get to the Baytown area, you see some locally heavy downpours as well. Locally on Power Doppler 3, it's been relatively quiet. We've seen a few isolated showers showing up, one just in western Acadiana Parish, just north of the Jennings area. We're seeing some cloud street action here. This sometimes will produce some shower activity, sometimes not, but we have a little convergent line right here producing probably light sprinkles, western Lafayette Parish into Acadiana Parish, and then a few other spotty light showers off to the east of us. But overall, some of this shower activity may not be reaching the ground and just virga evaporating before it reaches the ground. Now, the key is the cloud cover going to stay around because we have a pretty good view of the International Space Station coming up at 8:07 tonight. So set your phone alarm, set your watch for 8:07. It'll be almost overhead at 8:09. It's going to be in the northwestern sky, departing in the east-northeast, disappearing behind the Earth's shadow. Maximum elevation 56 degrees. So that's kind of pretty much almost not quite straight up, but up and toward the north just a little bit. So hopefully you'll get a chance to view that. There are additional viewings later this week. I've posted that on my Facebook page, so check that out if you want to do that as well for the days ahead. So we have the storms locally. The tropics relatively quiet with the exception of Tropical Storm Philippe that is still sticking around, still producing heavy rainfall over the British and U.S. Virgin Islands, over toward Puerto Rico as well, but now beginning to make a move to the north, and that trend will continue. That will move out to sea, but Bermuda in the mix, and guess what? Canada might see the tail end of this system, and it's been kind of an interesting year where Canada's getting more tropical action than we do here in Louisiana. But no complaints, but it's been that type of year. So overnight tonight through tomorrow morning, generally fair skies. You see the shower activity still back across Texas. We get into tomorrow afternoon, still back into the lower 90s, more than likely, maybe mid-90s. And then we work our way toward Thursday with scattered showers in the mix on Thursday, maybe some rumbles of thunder. We have one front that'll push on through with some showers possible into Thursday evening. It looks like it's going to end for Friday, but there are some models indicating we might still see some showers Friday because a secondary front, here it is, that'll be racing on through and getting here by Friday evening and really cooling us off nicely for the weekend. As for rainfall, don't expect much. It's been that type of year. A few spots may catch an inch or two where there might be a storm, but most of us are going to see less than a quarter inch of rain and more than likely 1/10 of an inch of rain or less, and that's not great when we're in such an exceptional drought. So overnight tonight, upper 60s, lower 70s, no big changes there. A little bit more humid. Tomorrow we get into the 90s once again, and then tomorrow night we'll stay in the closer to the mid 70s, and going into Thursday close to 90, but maybe we're done with 90s after tomorrow. at least for a week and a half or so. We'll see. 71 the overnight low tonight. Quiet night ahead. A touch more humid out there as well. And then for tomorrow, we'll see partly cloudy skies. Maybe the last 90-plus degree day. We'll see. 93 the high. There's going to be a nice breeze out of the southeast, and rain chances still low. But notice the clouds coming in from the west later in the day. That's going to carry into Thursday, where we see mostly cloudy skies. Some showers late in the day. Showers going into early Friday, perhaps. We're going to adjust those numbers. And then as we get to the weekend, breezy and feeling cooler. Temperatures staying in the 70s for highs, Jasmine, and overnight lows in the low to mid 50s. We're talking some good sleeping weather ahead and a nice, refreshing air mass.
Doesn't that sound exciting?
It does. It does.
Well, thanks so much, Rob.